Hey everyone, I'm Kevin Cornwell, and in today's video, I wanted to go over the step-by-step process I use to make the guitar videos for my channel. I've been asked about this a lot, and I just wanted to take a moment to take everybody behind the scenes and explain exactly what I do. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I am a guitarist and aspiring music producer. I do a lot of playthroughs, full band covers, and guitar lessons along the rock and metal genres. So if you're interested, please check out the other videos on my channel and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it. So step one, I choose a song. There's no exact way I go about doing this. It could be a song I hear on the radio that I think would sound cool if I did my own rock or metal rendition of. It could be a song from one of my favorite bands, past or present. It could also be a song that was recommended to me by a friend or another musician that I'm working with. I do a lot of other projects with vocalists, drummers, other bassists, and so songs and projects come about that way as well. And while all of my videos do have multiple instruments going on at once, I typically record guitars first to a metronome, and I use a Kemper Profiler digital guitar amp. I run that through an Apollo Twin USB audio interface into Cubase Pro, a digital audio workstation, or DAW or DAW for short. And since I do prefer to record digital over analog, I use an optical to coaxial converter so that the Apollo Twin and the Kemper can talk to each other. I won't get into too many details on the routing from the Kemper into Cubase, but basically for acoustic projects, I'll have one performance, 3 tracks. The DI track will be on the left, the wet track will be on the right, and then I'll have a microphone track right down the center. And this tends to produce a good quality acoustic guitar tone. And for the heavier rock and metal projects that I do, I'll typically either dual track or quad track the guitars. So basically there's either 2 guitar performances or 4 guitar performances, hard panned left and right. So to give a nice sort of full mix, that sort of wall of sound that you hear about. But yeah, lately I've been experimenting with the quad tracking of guitars where there's 4 guitar performances total, 2 on this side, 2 on this side, sort of stereo panned, and I've been really happy with the results of that so far. Each time I record a guitar performance, there's actually 2 tracks that are captured. One is sort of the wet or processed signal. The other one is the DI or the dry signal. And regardless of how you're recording guitars, I highly recommend recording a DI track as well, even if you're not reamping, because this is very useful when you go back in to edit and tighten up your tracks. Even the best guitar players out there, when you start adding 2 guitar performances, 4 guitar performances on top of each other, depending on what style of music you're playing, things can potentially get muddy and lose their clarity for the listener. So having the DI track there really helps to go back in and sort of edit and tighten up certain guitar parts. And as far as the other instruments go for my videos, there's a few different things that can happen here. Basically, if I'm doing like a full band cover, I'll just have the bassist, the drummer, the vocalist just record everything at their house, and then they'll email me an audio file and a video file, or several of those, for our project. Or for the videos that are just me, I do dabble on the bass guitar, so I can lay down a basic bass track if I need to. There's also a guitar tablature software called guitarpro, and basically, long story short, you can export drum tracks out of this software into Cubase. So I can have all my guitar parts recorded, my bass guitar recorded, and then I can have digital drums recorded, pre-recorded as well, that I could just sort of copy paste into the project, which makes life really, really easy. For songs that are brand new and nobody's put any content out there, we do sometimes have to program the drum tracks click by click, which sounds kind of crazy, but after you do it a few times, it goes really fast. Basically a grid, there's tons of dots on the screen, and you can basically just click dots, and each dot corresponds to a hit on the drum set. And here again, before I got into all this, I thought that sounded like magic. It's super easy to use, and I've used it a lot on my recent videos. for the projects that I am programming my own drum grid, I use another software called Get Good Drums. It's a whole library of drum samples and percussion sounds to sort of bring that drum grid more to life. So now that I got my song recorded, it's time to shoot the music video. This is one of my favorite parts. When I first started, I was just using my smartphone, but recently we upgraded to an Olympus mirrorless camera, which has been working out really well. So basically, I'll take my studio monitors, play back my audio mix, and I'll just record a few different performances for lead guitar and for rhythm guitar, usually for far away, and then I'll move the camera up close and do a couple more performances there. So in total, I'll have maybe 5 to 7 performances start to finish to kind of choose from when it comes time to make the final music video. So when it comes time to put the final video together, I use a video editing software called Adobe Premiere. Super intuitive, very user-friendly, and basically I'll import all of my video files, so all of the performances from me, the other musicians that I work with, and I'll also mix down a final audio track of the project from Cubase. So basically I'll have a finished audio track and then a bunch of different video clips all layered on top of each other for me to sort of cut up and massage into place. And then once I get my video clips exactly where I want them in Adobe, I'll hit mute on that track. So basically I'm just using the video from the camera, not the audio, and the audio track is down here separately from Cubase that I previously mixed and got everything sounding good there. So it's the video from the camera and the audio previously recorded at an earlier date, synced up and meshed into one in Adobe Premiere. This is how it's done for the majority of music videos that you see. So there you have it. I hope you learned something and enjoyed this video. If there's anything I didn't cover, please ask a question in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you. And again, for more rock and metal covers, guitar playthroughs, full band covers, please check out the other videos on my channel and consider subscribing. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks.